Hello and thanks for checking out ChartGuys.com. We're proud to be one of the most successful technical analysis communities online, teaching you the skills to become a more confident, effective, and informed trader. Join our community of hundreds of analysts worldwide working together to learn the charts, generate profit, and achieve financial independence. For access to daily live chart analysis and market coverage, a thriving chat community, along with dozens of hours of exclusive educational materials. We look forward to seeing you. Let's check out some charts. Checking in on the markets, we got a bearish reversal candlestick on the daily after our fifth gap up open in a row. I don't think I've ever seen that on SPY. It's a bearish reversal shooting star candlestick with a close at the low of the day. So the first indications that we're going to see some daily consolidation are here. That being said, we do still have a lot of names in an hourly uptrend. So I need to see hourly uptrends lost for me to be real confident that we're going to be forming a daily higher low with clear daily consolidation. And right now for SPY, this pullback in the afternoon was all the same pullback, and anything above 287.35 for me was an hourly higher low. So essentially tomorrow, if we get a higher open, our key support will be 288.92, and if that level were to break, we would lose the hourly uptrend. I currently have an SPXS position, which is bearish the S&P 500, and I entered this morning before heading to lunch. I placed a stop buy order, and I was gone from the computer for about 30 to 45 minutes, and my stop buy was placed on just anticipating where the 5-minute exponential supports would be lost. So I was triggered into that trade and held it because the weakness continued, and I'm just looking for a pullback on the daily time frame. I will exit that trade if the hourly RSI gets oversold, and I will exit that trade if we see a couple red days. Not a very large position as I was playing against the trend, but looking good so far as potentially hitting the temporary top. So again, we're just going to be looking for the daily chart to form a higher low. We have to see what the volume looks like on consolidation. We have to see what the hourly RSI levels get to. Again, if we're looking for daily higher lows to form, hourly RSI levels hitting oversold is generally a good time to start scouting for the potential of scaling into positions, because we know that hourly oversold bounce will give some breathing room to establish a trade game plan based around and potentially allow you to place a stop loss with very low risk. IWM on the daily, big upper wick. We have a recent daily support nearby at 148.31. That's the most important short-term support level. If we break 151.45 support tomorrow, the low of today, then daily consolidation is underway, and that 148.31 level must hold, because if that daily higher low breaks, the odds of a weekly bear flag will still be present. So losing the daily higher low pattern and the weekly bear flag odds would increase significantly. QQQ led the charge for the bulls again today, as they did on Friday. Have we lost the hourly uptrend? The answer is no. Anything above 180.76 was an hourly higher low for me, and we're looking for another hourly higher low on this current consolidation, which is why we have to break the lows of today, tomorrow, to be looking for the daily consolidation to take place. So if we do get higher opens tomorrow, the play is to top fish the highs of today. And that's something we'll watch for as well. XLF, same thing. Big upper wick, correlation is there. Support is 27.28. If it breaks, we look for a daily higher low to form. Higher low every single day for the last 5 days. Losing that pattern means daily consolidation would be underway. Hourly time frame with a significant pullback. And if we bounce, we would look for an hourly lower high compared to 27.55. So again, that's a potential bearish entry opportunity depending on how tomorrow morning goes. Top fishing resistance that was established today. XBI, very weak, closed at the low. Just like IWM, we have a daily higher low of 80.92 key support. And we look at the weekly chart, and the weekly chart is a potential bear flag. So IWM and XBI are the weakest out of the major names that we look at. If they lose their daily higher low, the odds of weekly bear flags will increase significantly. Resistance of 83.87 and 84.84. We broke one resistance level today, but got no follow through. And again, very notable closing at the low of the day and not seeing nearly as strong of a bounce the last week compared to SPY and all these other names. XLV, bearish reversal doji on the daily. Have to break support to be confident in pullback. Bears need to break 90.95. We're certainly going to look for a daily higher low to form, because anything above 86.77 is a daily higher low. And the hourly RSI getting oversold, which we're nowhere near. But again, that's something I look for when I'm looking for daily higher lows. Hourly uptrend still intact. Volatility index didn't really do anything today, and SPY wasn't that volatile. So we're watching the weekly tightening range with our high, low of the pullback, lower high. Bulls are attempting a higher low at 1530, and if we see some more extreme pullback on SPY tomorrow, and if we get some follow through over 1650, then we'll say our daily higher low is established, and we'll look for this range to continue to tighten likely into next week if we do get some follow through up towards 17. And how that breaks, how that equilibrium breaks next week will be very telling. Oil, top of the bounce looks set. I'm watching the 4-hour uptrend, which is still intact. Anything above 52.62 keeps the 4-hour higher low intact. But if we lose the 4-hour uptrend tomorrow, daily consolidation will be underway. The bulls must hold the low of 50.59 and must hold that level and then turn around and break 54.80 to change this daily trend, because right now you could absolutely make the argument that this is still a bear flag on the daily time frame for oil. Natural gas, also a potential daily bear flag. Even if we do get follow through, we know a daily lower high is very likely to form, and this bounce right now is weak. We are getting over 4-hour exponential resistance, but certainly not convincingly, and it's a 4-hour little trend change with a lack of follow through at this point. Bulls are going to have to make their way up into the 240s to try and negate the daily bear flag. So summary, bottom line, bearish reversal candlesticks on the daily time frames. Lots of names still have hourly uptrends. Lose the hourly uptrends or break the lows of today, which on many names is the same thing. That's when we look for daily consolidation. We are anticipating most names to form daily higher lows because of how much space they have to work with before the last daily support is encountered. IWM and QQQ, IWM and XBI are standing out weaker. They have a daily support level nearby to be watching. They are potentially bear flags on the weekly time frame. You look at SPY on the weekly chart, that's not a bear flag. There's no way that's a bear flag. So it's not even in the same setup. Other than that, what's the most important thing that I'm watching? Hourly uptrends. Consolidation volume. Do the bears have any volume on this pullback as we look for daily higher lows? How much do we pull back? If SPY pulls back and forms a higher low at 285 as opposed to 280, that's a very different story. A higher low at 285 and we can look towards continuation towards the all-time high. And if we pull back to 280, that's when we look for a daily equilibrium to be most likely. So pretty much, is daily consolidation going to give potential for continuation, or is it going to give equilibriums is what I'm going to be watching for this week. SPY today at the high of the day was 1.6% away from an all-time high. I appreciate you watching. We'll check back in tomorrow, do some good things out there. We'll end it with some garden updates, and we'll see you tomorrow. Doing a garden update. Finally got a bunch of rain for a few days in a row after a couple weeks with no rain. So the tomatoes are happy, very big, starting to put on some fruit. We got the cucumbers taking over everything, running out of space to the upside, and they've got little guys going. These are the little sour gherkins. They won't get a whole lot bigger than that, so these are mini cucumbers, but certainly shaping up to have a bunch of those. These are the bigger cucumbers. I've already eaten 2 of those, and you can see they're putting on the bigger salad variety, and they're up at the top as well. Potatoes still doing their thing. There's probably a whole bunch of big potatoes growing in there. These are the flowers. They're going to start flowering in a week or two. You can see the flower heads starting to form. Zucchini plant pumping out the zucchinis. This is a no good guy. Looks like a big ladybug, but it's not a ladybug. So if I were an organic farmer for production, I would be killing all the bugs, but as a hobby farmer, I just chuck them. And we'll see how long he stays away for. Butternut squash You can see the baby butternuts forming there. Chard still going. Eggplant is putting its first mini eggplant on. The beans have started. The peppers have started. I've already eaten some of these string beans. Peas are starting. So these are the sweet snap peas. And they'll be putting a lot of these out, but I'm running out of space here as well. They're climbing the whole way up. Cucumbers coming through to the other side. Bell peppers. They're starting. Some kind of winter squash, not sure exactly what. You want to put them on rocks and keep them off the soil because they'll rot a lot easier if they're touching damp soil. I think that's all the update we got right now. This is fennel. It's taller than me at this point. See you next time.